Good afternoon. It's Wednesday, July 3rd, 2024. Peace is a part of the prosperity of a nation. Let peace reign. On the news this afternoon. Building collapse in Port Harcourt. Police arrest OSPAC commander with human remains in River State. Southeast governors to meet President Tinubu over release of IPOB leader Kano. And on the foreign scene, families continue search for victims of stampede in India. I'm Ifichuku Moyle with the news. Now, at least 3 people have been injured following a building collapse on Oporo Road, Rumodara, in Port Harcourt metropolis. A building under construction fell on another building, trapping a woman and 2 children. They were later rescued and taken to the hospital. The woman whose child was trapped in the collapsed building spoke to our correspondent.
I came down from Keke. People were looking at my face. I said, like, what happened? Like, people were looking at me now. So they were now saying calling my last baby name, Fun. I said, what happened? So when I walked down, they said that the building that was building close to my house collapsed and scattered my house, and my baby was inside there. So they now rushed out to the hospital, and 2 other persons, a woman and a child, they now rushed out to the hospital and rushed my baby to the hospital. Our property, they are looking for a way to, even if we can get some of the things, but we are just trying to get them.
Another man sustained injuries in the incident. The caretaker chairman of Obiakpo local government area, Chijoke Ihunwo, visited the scene of the incident and directed the treatment of the victims. He ordered for an immediate investigation into the cause of the collapsed building. Mr. Ihunwo also called for the arrest of the engineer and owner of the building. Moving on, River State Police Command says it has arrested the immediate past commander of the local vigilante group known as Onelga Security and Peace Advisory Committee, OSPAC, Felix Nwobakata. Spokesperson of the command, Grace Iringikoko, in a statement said Felix Nwobakata had 2 human skulls and bones in his possession at the time of arrest. SP Ringikoko said Mr. Nwobakata was arrested alongside 3 others and was also implicated in the killings of 2 brothers, Collins Ugoji and Newman Ugoji, accused of kidnapping. And she said the arrest was part of a clampdown on the excesses of OSPAC in Omoko and other parts of the state. She said that further incidents involving OSPAC, such as the fatal shooting of a youth leader, Innocent Didier, during a protest in Ebeda community, Emoha local government area, have led to additional arrests. In another development, some taxi drivers and residents of Port Harcourt say there is a rise in one-chance robbery and pickpocketing along the Rumokoro to Choba axis of the East-West Road. As you may know, one-chance is a form of robbery in which criminals disguise themselves as commercial motorists to dispossess people who board the vehicles of their belongings and push them out afterward. Speaking with our correspondent, the residents say these criminals now use POS machines for their operations.
They do my wife also. Sunday morning, was going to church. 3 people there for back, one chance for front. Now the time I have very shift, making balance. I'm balance taking bingo, bad open, phone down, start out gango.
As I entered the time, the guy was me. He's going to a plane that he just came maroon. Like asking to pay that dollar. I couldn't get signal after to like again. Then why? So, no, I'm not going again. Like black on winch.
When you want to close the door, they'll be like my hand. Then you trying to open the door now, they've collected what they want and they'll push you out of the motor.
Reacting to this, a transport worker and task force chairman at Rumokoro Park, Bright, also advised residents to board at motor parks and avoid entering taxis along the road.
Most of the motor you see along the road shouting one chance, all of them are doing one chance. You may enter the motor, it become a one chance where they will rob you and push you out of the motor. But if you enter motor inside the park, we will identify the motor. Whatever motor that loaded this park will have its number. So we will identify the motor immediately. We will ask the next motor, you load before so and so motor. Where is that motor? Then they will tell us what happened.
Meanwhile, a student of the University of Port Harcourt, George Happiness, attributed most missing cases to one-chance crime.
elder brother experienced it not once but twice. The first was along Agri Road, the second was at Oyibo, but we later saw him at Lagos from the experience of unconscious. I wouldn't say, because during those 2 periods, all the money in his account was wiped. It was, even when they saw him at Lagos, he was unconscious. It was a good Samaritan that helped him. I wouldn't even pray for such experience from my enemies. It's not a funny experience.
The police have not spoken on this. Elsewhere, 3 Indians and 1 Nigerian have been released 3 days after they were abducted by gunmen along the Shagamu-Ilesha Expressway. The Ogun State Police Command spokesperson Omolola Odutola made this known in a statement. Now, she was, however, silent on when they were kidnappers to secure their release.